Hey guys, welcome back to No Catch Name. I wanted to hop on here and talk about my craft fair that I had yesterday. Let me open my notebook to the right page. So I just did a little craft fair with my sister. It was hosted by the, what is it called? American Legion building. So it was Veteran Services hosting it. Okay, so I had went to this craft fair before, multiple years ago, to shop. And so this year, I was not prepared at all because we kind of decided to do it with like 6 weeks ago. So I had just a little window of time to make stuff. So I've been making stuff lately. Y'all have seen it if you watched them. Just random amigurumis. And I made enough until I ran out of stuffing. I'm almost completely out of stuffing. I have like a little ball of it left. So I took 69, I think, or 71. Because I can't remember if I added those last two things into my tally. Things too. With me. My sister went with me. She was selling her stickers. And when we got there, it was in the second floor of the American Legion building. It's like, I think it's a ballroom. It's like where they have parties or dances and stuff. But they provided the tables and the chairs. All we had to do was bring our stuff. And it was $30 to get 2 6-foot tables. So one for me and one for my sister. So we each paid $15. And okay, I know I do things totally different than other people. I don't count any of my prices into my profit. I don't even count a profit, just making money. Because one, I don't buy stuff with a craft fair in mind. Probably 98% of the stuff that I have has been purchased years ago or gifted to me randomly, throughout the years. That's why I like to have a hoard of yarn and stuff and all kinds of craft supplies on hand. My sister makes a lot of eyes for me and stuff. And so I don't ever factor stuff like that in to, like people say, I made $1,000, but then I spent $500 on supplies. No one's going to do that. So my net profit or whatever was $500 and all that stuff. I don't do that because to me, if I already have paid for the craft supplies for what I bought it for, like if I bought yellow yarn to make something with 2 years ago and I still have some of that left over, then I didn't spend money on that yarn for the craft fair. So it doesn't come out of the craft fair's profit. That's how I see it. If you see it a different way, you can calculate however you want, but that's how I calculate. And also, I price things the way I want to price them. I know some people price their amigurumis very high and some people stay low. I feel like I'm in the middle because I know the people around me. I've been to plenty of craft fairs shopping over the years and I know kind of what sells and what doesn't. So with all that in mind, I'm going to go through what I sold. I'm going to try to insert photos, but some of them may be screenshots from past videos because I didn't think ahead and take pictures of everything. I did take a before picture of my table, which I'll pop it up, and then an after table. So I took, I think, 69 items, and I sold 23, plus my sister took home 2. And I also grabbed a sticker of hers. She made this one of pickles. So, and I think she's going to put these in her shop, so if you love pickles, check it out. It's always in the description box. Her shop. Anyways, so yeah, so let's get in the list. I made like a an inventory before we left, so that stuff sold I could mark it off. And I should have put it in alphabetical order, but I didn't. So the things that I sold, I'm gonna talk about things I sold and things that people were like interested in. And first of all, a guy asked me if I had a mule. I did not have a mule, but I wrote it down, and maybe I'll make a mule for future. And from where I'm at, I live in Middle Tennessee. All kinds of farm animals are always popular. I didn't have farm animals because I've been trying to make just little quick things. So I think if I had chickens and cows are always popular. Horses, maybe deer, because of where I'm at. Deer are big here. I think those would have sold. But no further ado, happy to that. So I took 5 of the crochet bumblebees. They're pretty big. And 2 of them sold. And they were $10 each. I made a black cat a while ago. I don't remember why I made it, but it was just left here in my house. I have a box when I make things just cause to make them. I just kind of stick them in a box, and when it piles up, I usually donate it or sell it on my Etsy shop, but I just took it out to take to the craft fair. I'll try to link these patterns below, but it may take me a while to find them all. So I made a black cat, and it was also $10, and it sold. It was actually one of the first things to sell. I made 2 axolotls, and they were 2 separate patterns, both I think from Instagram, and one of those sold. The purple one did. And it was $5. I made a goose off of Instagram. It's the one I couldn't find. But I think it's called Goose because I think I saw Michelle talk about it recently. And I believe it's the same one. I sold it and it was $5. I made a Yule log dog, I think last year, and it's been in my Christmas decorations, so it's been clean. I took it because I was worried I wasn't gonna have enough stuff because I didn't have a lot of time to prep for it. But anyways, I took it and I sold it to a little boy for $15. He bought two things. He bought the axolotl and the Yule log dog. I took two baby sharks and I sold one for $5. I took a little green frog and I sold it for $5. I took a large pig and a little pig. It was the same pattern, but one was one strand and one was two strands held together. They both sold to the same lady. She bought them both. The big pig was $5. The little one was $3. I took 5 little possums. 4 of them sold. Everybody loved the possums. Multiple people picked them up and loved the possums. I took 1 baby Yoda and he sold for $10. I took 4 medium size, I thought, Grinches. I know it's by Little Crochet Farm, and they were $15 each, and they all 4 sold, and they sold pretty quick. I wish I had brought more, and if I do it again next year, I'm definitely going to make probably like 12 Grinches, and then I'll put 4 out, and as I say, I'll put more out, because they were really popular. After the last one sold, a woman came looking for them. She'd seen someone else walking around with it, and she was wanting one, but I didn't have any more, so, you know, lost out on a potential sale. I took 4 jellyfish, and I sold one of them, the pink one, to a little girl. The baby's whining. I took 2 little brown bears. One of those sold to the lady who was hosting it, the event. I took a little tiny chicken. I made it off of a Instagram pattern, and it sold for $3. It was tiny. My sister actually wanted it, so I gotta make her one. And let's see, the last thing that sold is I had some ghosts left over from my Halloween stuff, and I took them too because I thought, what the heck. And one of them sold also for $3. It was really small. It was like, they were like this big. Little tiny ghost. So that's all the stuff that sold. Things that I took that didn't sell was, I made 2 little chubby cats. They didn't sell, but people did look at them and squished them a lot. I made 4 octopuses, and they didn't sell, but they were also looked at a lot. People picked them up and were talking about how cute they were. I took a Christmas tree. Aaron gave me. I took 3 toads, also left over from Halloween. And they didn't sell. But people, again, another woman picked it up and was looking at it, but she put it back down. I took the big chunky cardinal. It's like a fat one. I got him written down as fat cardinal. A little boy almost bought him, the one who bought the goose. But then when he saw the goose, he wanted the goose. And then I took the other cardinal, like I made recently. It's my string eating thing. It did not sell. Let's see here. I took 3 little crochet cats with sunglasses on. They didn't sell, but a lot of kids looked at them. I took my s'more snail that I made during a collab. It didn't sell, but lots of people picked it up and liked it. I took 3 eyeballs. I just took those because I thought maybe a little boy or something might want them. They didn't sell, but again, another woman picked them up. I think she was thinking about a cat toy because she was talking about cats and she was squishing it. I took 3 spiders. They did not sell, but people did look at them. I took 3 little flowers. They didn't sell, but again, a lot of people looked at them. A lot of people picked them up and looked at them. And the pickles. The pickles is crazy. I made 5 pickles. Very cute pickles, I think. That's one of the ones my sister took, is a pickle. And so many people picked them up and looked at them and were like, oh my god, this is so cute. And like, I mean, almost every person who went to the table were talking about the pickles. But not a single pickle sold. And I told my sister, I was like, that's so weird that so many people liked the pickles, but didn't buy the pickles. And they were marked at $5, but that was their same similar size as my other $5 things. Let's see here. I made 3 gift card holders, 2 mittens, and 1 like a Santa, looks like Santa's shirt. Again, they were very popular for people to look at. Like, a lot of people were like, oh my god, that's such a cool idea. But no one bought them. And then the last thing I took that no one bought was a crown. The blue crown. Nobody bought that. But by far, my most popular things that people purchased were possums, Grinches, and bees. And the most popular thing people talked about were the Grinches and the pickles. But no one bought the pickles. I thought it was so weird. I don't know. But, yeah. So that's what I bought and sold. Or what I sold. I only bought one thing. I bought some pickled eggs for Devin. But altogether, I made $184. Which I thought was pretty good. Seeing as how I just barely had time to prep for it. And to me, that's just money. Extra money. Because I already bought all my craft supplies with other things in mind. I was just using stuff I had on hand. The only thing that I guess, you know, if you take away the $15 I spent for reserving my space, but that went to charity, so that's a good thing. But I don't know, I took drinks, I took waters and a big jug of ice and some snacks, and we just sat there. Me and my sister talked pretty much the whole time when there wasn't people there, and yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. The last hour kind of drug by, but most people were packing up by then, so, and it rained all day, so I think the rain might have affected it. Maybe more people might have come had it not been raining. But still quite a few people came. I mean, I made 23 sales, or I sold 23 things. Some people bought multiple things, and I thought that was cool. There was one guy that was up there looking, and he didn't look interested at all, and after a few minutes of looking, he bought 3 things. He bought one of the Grinches, the Baby Yoda, and a Bumblebee. He bought $35 of stuff just right there, so that was cool. But overall, it was a good experience. It wasn't crazy like I thought it was going to be. I overstress out everything. But, yeah, I hope I inserted pictures. It's going to take me forever to edit this video because I have to go back and find all the patterns and link them all and do the pictures and stuff. So it's going to take me a minute. But yeah, so overall it was a good experience. I think it's probably like a 4 out of 5 stars or whatever. Because it was a pretty decent experience. I wish that it had been less rainy. I think that would have helped foot traffic. But other than that, I think it's pretty good. And it was just extra money. It wasn't money that I was planning on doing anything with. So I'm happy. But anyways, yeah, let me know if you've had a craft fair recently. What was your most popular bought things and most popular complimented but not bought, like the pickles. I thought that was so crazy that so many people enjoyed the pickles, but no one bought the pickles. And I love the pickles. And my sister took one, and then I took her pickle thing. And what else did she take? I think she took a mini ghost. I think that was the other thing that she took. I can't remember now. But yeah, overall it was a good experience. I took just some cash with me. Ended up having to get some of my sister's cash. I had to trade it because people were buying the bigger things and they were paying with 20s. So I needed 5s. I ran out of 5s really fast. So I had to give her 20 and her give me 5s. But it ended up good, you know. I was so worried because I stressed out about everything. I was worried that we were going to go and waste our whole day and not make any sales. But we both made sales and we got to hang out together and just chat. So it was a lot of fun. And it was cool being in that building because it's a really old building. And it's still got a lot of its old features, so it's cool. And there's a lot of other people there, and they're all very nice. I will say that the demographic was kind of older people. I think because it's a veteran service craft fair, we were the youngest vendors there. And most of the people coming and shopping were older. But there were some like younger people with small kids that came in, but they were all very nice, and so many people were dressed festive. It was so cool. Like there were so many Christmas shirts. I wore this one. And so one woman had a beanie on that had lights on it, and they were glowing. And one woman was carrying a bag with a dog in it, and the dog was wearing a Santa dress. And there were ugly Christmas sweaters. It was just really cool that so many people were like festive, and it was just really cool. But overall it was a good experience. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about doing craft fairs. I think I might do this one again next year, and then I'll have a whole year to prep for it. I'll definitely be making a lot of Grinches because there's very popular. Bees, and I thought maybe different color bees. Possums, and make bigger possums. I have since bought a bigger possum pattern because the little one I made was a free pattern. And then like farm animals. I think chickens and cows would be really popular. I could try to find a mule pattern that guy asked for a mule. And a lot of times, like, monkeys are asked for, and giraffes. I guess people doing baby things. But, yeah, I guess that's it. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here because it's going to take me forever to edit this video. I got to find all the pictures and patterns. But, so that was my craft fair in a nutshell. I think it did pretty good. I didn't sell all my items, but I think I'm going to take pictures of a lot of them and put them on my Etsy shop. So if you're interested in any of them, they'll be there. But yeah, I'm going to hop off here, and I'll see you guys in the video. Bye, guys.